this video we're going to look at the interim disbursement process in REI Master. The first thing we need to check or look at is the setup of a disbursement group. If we go under Setup and Disbursement Groups here, I have set up previously a mid and end of month disbursement group in the system there. That then allows me to select that one when I'm running my interim disbursement. I then need to select or adjust the owners who are linked to that disbursement group. And if I go into my list of owners here and go to my disbursement view from the view options at the bottom here, by looking at here, scrolling across, I can see then which owners are linked to a disbursement group in this column here. So I've got a few owners that I've linked to that mid and end of month disbursement group in the system there. If you wish to change or add an owner to that disbursement group, it's as simple as going into their record, into the disbursement tab there, you modify your record and select that disbursement group from the list of options there. It's important when you're doing an interim disbursement that you check other things on your owner's statements, things as charges that have been applied, their account details, how they're set up to receive a statement if necessary as part of that interim group. What we should also have a look at in the program here then is what steps need to be completed prior to the interim disbursement being run. So I just go to Process and select the interim disbursement option here. We are prompted or told that we can run an interim disbursement as often as we like throughout the month, but we must complete an end of month at the literal end of month there. So I say yes on here. There's a number of steps here that I identified that you should do prior to running the interim disbursement. That is banking any receipts that you have receipted cash or otherwise, doing a backup, and checking that your accounts are balanced. So let's just have a look at a couple of those options there. If I cancel out of here, we should check in our banking to see if there's anything available in there. Before I do a backup, let's just check the cash and checks one here. So I do have a receipt of cash there that was receipted a few days ago. That has actually been banked, so we need to ensure that we go through the banking steps here and acknowledge that as part of our reconciliation. So I'm just going to close out of here and I'm going to start that banking process and just run through it now. So I've completed the banking steps there. I now have my deposit of that money which was banked or deposited a few days ago. So we should tick that and obviously just update our bank statement balance there as well. So we're balanced to our recent statement there based on the 13th of September there. And we're in a balanced position. So the other things that we should have done as part of the steps there is to make sure we're balanced, print off our reports there that we need, print all of those ones there, or export all of the reports as necessary. And we can also update our presented as well. So we're in a balanced position. We've performed that banking. Last one to do there is to do a backup. And we're now ready to go through those steps in the interim disbursement there. So under Process, Interim Disbursement, yes, we want to perform one. So those steps there, yes, we've banked our receipts, we have performed a backup, and we are in balance as far as a three-way is concerned. We now have the opportunity to deduct our admin fees and permanent deductions as well against the property. So it depends on how those have been set up to be charged against your owners there. If you set them all up as monthly fees, don't deduct them at this point here. You'll actually deduct them as part of your end of month procedure. We then need to determine which group we're going to disperse to. So we select the mid and end of month one, of course. So we've got a few owners linked to that group. We also have the opportunity here to disperse funds to the business if we wish to do so, i.e. make a payment to the business ledger as much as we're doing payments to our owners as part of this step here. Our last step there, or the next step, is to click on the disperse funds. And we're asked to confirm that we want to do that. Yes, we let the program run through the steps there and the disbursement is complete. In the next step here, we can print all our reports as necessary. By hitting the print all selected, we can export all of those reports as necessary as well to a dedicated folder. If we want to, we can email the statements at this point in time to those owners who are listed in that mid-month disbursement group, and we should also create our EFT file so that we can make the payments out to our owners and ourselves to the manager if we have selected that option there. Yes, on there we want to overwrite the existing NAB ABA file, and that it's been saved there. Yes, we want to print the report as well. From there you can click on the finish and the interim disbursement has been completed. Under the reconcile option there, you can see then an EFT payment that will be made as of today's date, and obviously your EFT report will show the individual amounts to be paid out to owners and managers where necessary. So in this video we've looked at the interim disbursement process and the steps you need to go through to complete that particular procedure.